Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome to my corner of the world. We are here for a CJ Dachamp reaction to his video, The Trial of Cell. It is finally time for Perfect Cell to ascend to the round table of Black Air Force activity, and I already know that he is definitely going in there because this dude, he has done so much stuff. he's done a lot, and it's like some of it is like borderline asylum worthy, especially like some of his early stuff when he was first introduced, but later on, nah, he became that guy. I'm gonna be so real. Cell really became that guy, and he is like probably my second favorite villain in all of DBZ behind Frieza. Like, I just really enjoyed Perfect Cell a lot. So let's see how CJ is going to be covering him. I definitely feel like he's going to be making it onto that round table, but we'll see. Link to the original video will be in the description if you want to check it out on your own. Let's run this up.
Hey, freak, get out the fucking road, why don't you?
Yeah, man, out of here. I came looking for man's butt.
Hey,
now,
yo.
I tell you what, I like you, and I want you. Now, we can do this the easy way, or we can do it the hard way.
Why was this actually Cell, though?
Alrighty, boys, if he ain't gonna move, we gonna make a move.
Okay, I see you choosing the hard way. I'm a warrior.
The crazy part is, this is literally what Cell... Look, Cell was actually on that type of timing. That's the crazy part.
To the good old round table. And y'all already know what time it is. Hit the graphic, it's trial time, baby. And it is none other than this homicidal maniac, freaky ass green roach, Cell. And when I say he's a freaky ass roach, I mean that literally.
Yeah.
The dude was literally out here sucking
literally, yes.
Shots with his tail. But anyways, this trial will go as follows. This roach will have 3 exhibits. 3 exhibits for each single form. And this is where we're gonna have some fun, because we're gonna grade each of them separately. Because let's be real, you know damn well where this imperfect version needs to be at. Like, let's not even sugarcoat it, bro.
Yeah.
So y'all are...
I said it already. Like, I said it already. Some of the stuff that Cell was doing is like borderline asylum worthy. Especially the early Cell stuff. Like, the more and more that we got to like know Cell, like the further he got into his transformations, the more badass he became. But early Cell, he was on some freaky timing, bro.
Ready now.
He was on some freaky timing.
So without further ado, Exhibit A.
So, okay, so would it be something like...
Gentlemen, I now present to you Exhibit A. Imperfect
Cell Asylum, maybe semi-perfect Cell Asylum, and a perfect Cell roundtable. Is that what we doing?
Oh my god, brother. After rewatching the Cell saga for this video, it's like the first part of it is a horror movie because of what this freak was doing. Now, Cell was an android from the future created by Dr. Gero. And the reason he even made him in the first place was just to kill Goku. Deadass, Gero hated this nigga because of what Goku did back in the original Dragon Ball when he destroyed the entire Red Ribbon Army. So Gero decided to do some Lex Luthor level type shit. He sent out these little bugs to monitor Goku's entire life and just collect data on him. And they just didn't collect data on Goku. They collected data on every single person he's fought. Vegeta, Piccolo, Frieza, etc. All to create the ultimate life form, the perfect fighter to kill Goku. And that was Cell, an amalgamation of everyone's cells. Now, Cell wanted to go back to the past because he wanted to quite literally suck up 17 and 18 and absorb them. So in this future timeline, 17 and 18
it sounds a lot crazier than it actually is, but yeah.
Insect did. He caught Trunks lacking at his time machine.
Trunks.
Out of the shadows and snapped his ass.
Back when you had
the person that he boomed was a alternate Trunks.
And we're a much better written character.
He decided to jack his time machine. And look at this fat ass bug. He knew damn well he wasn't gonna fit in that shit. So he decided to revert all the way back to his larval state so he could get in the time machine and go back all the way into the past. 4 years exactly
The
before the
fact that he could just revert to being a larva on command is actually kind of
into the
wild.
ground and stayed there until he could fully grow his body back. And then 4 years later, this freaky ass bug emerged. Now, the first major atrocity Cell committed was the Gingertown Massacre.
Yeah.
This freak absorbed an entire population. The only footage we have of this is a
women,
news report gone horribly wrong.
And the children too.
Breaking news! Ladies and gentlemen, we're down in Gingertown right now, and the army is engaging with a ginormous, oversized roach. The shooting stopped. Why is all the clothes on the ground? Is somebody breathing down my neck? Hello? Ladies and gentlemen, it seems that our reporter Bartholomew is having technical difficulties. Oh, wait, the feed's coming back right now.
Hey, yo.
I'm telling y'all, bro, when they first introduced this man, this was a scene straight out of a horror movie. He literally turned this town into Silent Hill. It became a ghost town.
It became a literal ghost town.
It was littered with people's clothes. And the only thing
that's so crazy,
was this
bro.
man's silhouette walking in the shadows. And guess what? We have an actual number of how many people he absorbed.
Oh, we do? How many?
It was a whopping 15K. This man was a homicidal maniac.
Oh my God.
So the first person to confront Cell was Piccolo. So when Cell first approached this man, he pulled up on him, hauling around a whole ass person. And he did this dude so dirty. This dude looked at Piccolo and started begging for his life like, "Oh, Mr. Green nigga, please help me. He's been giving everybody in the town back shots with his tail. Nigga, please, I'll give you 100 bands. Don't let him take my booty."
Too late.
Fuck, he actually took his ass. Who the fuck is this freaky ass bug? Like, dude, look at him, bro. The dude is melting. This has to be one of the worst ways to ever go out. Like,
not murder so take a dude's butt. That's crazy.
He looked at Piccolo and told him, hello, Piccolo. I hope you enjoyed the show that I just gave you. And I can't wait to give that fine green ass some
Hey, yo.
You's a freaky ass nigga.
So Piccolo was like, hell
CJ,
nah,
you
twin.
good, bro?
He shoots a key blast and blasts his cell with the entire city. This man Piccolo took pest control to the next level, growing to extreme levels to kill a bug. So Cell gets up out of the rubble and hits this ugly ass pose, bruh. Like, what made him hit this? Got his legs out, arms out, and everything, looking like, oh yes, I'm stunting on the hose, Piccolo. So this is when Cell started messing with Piccolo's head.
When he turned Super Saiyan that one time.
And this the Piccolo looking at it like,
He copied my whole fucking flow.
Word for word, bar for bar.
so Piccolo has had enough of this shit.
I mean, that's literally what Cell's purpose is, right?
On this freaky ass bug, beating the dust off his ass.
Or how he was designed,
So
I should
this,
say.
This is when Cell got on his freaky shit. He shoots a Kamehameha Piccolo, so he dodges it. But out of nowhere, Cell comes behind him and grabs him behind the back. And then he told this man, I'm gonna suck you dry now, Piccolo. So he sticks his nasty ass tail in his arm. And this nigga's talking shit behind him like, oh yes, Piccolo, yes, I'm digging in you, nigga. Look at his arm. Get off of him. So after Cell pulled off that freaky shit, he turned Piccolo's arm into a uncooked pasta noodle. That thing was hanging on for its life. So Piccolo had to regenerate his arm, and Trunks and Krillin finally pulled up. So Cell decided to take his leave. He hits him with a solar flare and dips. So after Cell was finished with Gingertown, he decided to hit the next town over. That was called Nicky Town. But before he went there, he had a little altercation. While this man was standing in the middle of the road, thinking about how he's gonna absorb everybody in Nicky Town, a bus pulls up behind him. So the bus driver ended up slamming the brakes and crashing the bus off to the side. So the driver started yelling at him and honking his horn like crazy because Cell was not moving an inch. He was just completely ignoring them. So a bunch of football players get off the bus and confront Cell. And bro, I'ma be completely real with you. This is the only way I could describe how this went down. Hey freak, get out the fucking road, why don't you? Yeah man, fuck out of here.
I came looking for mans.
Yeah, this is
Now,
quite
I
literally
tell you
how the scene
I
went.
like you, and I want you.
Not the exact
Now, we can do
dialogue,
this
but
the easy way,
you
or
know,
we can do
it
the
basically
hard way.
really went like
The
this.
choice is yours.
Alrighty boys, if he ain't gonna move, we gonna make a move.
And that was the time that the Cell was on too.
I'm a warrior.
So after Cell basically took all these football players' butts, the last one standing was the bus driver. And this booty warrior was not leaving until he took this nigga's ass. He grabbed his face and ripped him out the front seat. And while this poor bus driver was crawling for dear life, Cell was just towering over him and saying in his head, "Ah, you look delicious. Bon appetit." So yeah, bruh, this dude just took 5 football players' butts, as well as the bus driver, man.
You gotta stop saying that.
Afterlife, please. So the next incident on our list is Nikki Town. And as we can see, it looks like everybody's just enjoying their day in this peaceful suburb. So let's observe victim number 1. Now, as we can see, it's hot as hell outside. Shit looking like a hot, humid, musty ass day in Bama. And my dude looked like he just trying to chill out, drinking some sweet tea. But while this man was enjoying his sweet tea, he looks up for 1 second. And he's just stun locked, can't move a muscle. And all you see is the glass drop and this man's clothes falling to the ground. So Cell pulls up in front of everybody and says, "Ah, greetings everyone. Now who wants back shots?" And just like that, this man's Cell turned an entire town into another ghost town. And these stragglers just got sucked dry. Just complete destruction.
Do we have a number for this town too?
Couldn't find a trace of anyone's body. Everyone gone. And man, just look at the last guy standing, man. This dude's just spraying and praying with an M16, trying to make his last stand, just holding on to dear life. But every single bullet was just bouncing off Cell. And sadly, this dude's fate was just sealed. Dude ran out of ammo, and Cell was just towering over him. So he tripped over his own bullet casings.
I did not realize he towered over this guy like that.
Oh my God, man, the way these people are going out is just absolutely terrible. And then after this man was caught chasing down a mother and her kid, bro. Like, come on, bro. Oh man, this dude's a homicidal maniac. And if this is the same size as Gingertown, bro, that's another 15K gone, dude.
Yeah.
This wasn't even the last town. He went to more, bro. Look at this poor couple. He was chasing these niggas in a house of mirrors. Like, yo, this had to be terrifying for them. So when they finally reached the middle, their
when a
face
haunted
was
house is actually haunted.
the glass and impaled both of them. You can still see this guy's body twitching, bro. Like, oh my God,
that's
this
a
freaky ass
full-on supernatural
and after
episode.
all this destruction, hitting multiple more towns and absorbing people, this man absorbed at least 100,000 niggas.
Yeah, easy.
Straight nasty work.
Easy.
So after absorbing over 100,000 people, he finally pulled up on the androids. And dude wasted no time. He smelt his food.
After Piccolo and 17 had one of the greatest fights in all his league.
So he grabbed 17 and slammed him on the ground. And he was about to hit that man with that Gok 3000. But Piccolo came in and saved the day. But even my nigga, one of the greatest ore farmers of all time, did not stand a chance.
Did that just say make sure they see the fit go on? Hold on a second.
But even my nigga, one of the greatest ore farmers.
Yeah, he definitely did teach Gohan the ways of ore farming for real.
Of all time,
he really
did not stand a chance against this freak. Piccolo started getting dog walked. Look how hard he hit him.
God,
he clapped
that
this shit so hard
frame.
the screen turned gray and black. And also he broke his neck. It was over. So Cell picked up his lifeless body and blew a hole through him. And after putting Piccolo on 1 HP, he just threw him in the ocean, leaving this man to just drown. To be real with y'all, till this day, I have no clue how Piccolo survived this shit. Bro should have been dead. And it was all over for 17. He started beating the dog shit out of his ass, planting him in the ground. Then this man said, "Up and wide, motherfucker!" And he just started giving this nigga the Gok 9000, bro. This was so nasty, bro. And with that, this man evolved. And the freaky ass imperfect version was no more. The Cell Trial.
Yeah.
Asylum. Y'all knew this was
Asylum, for sure.
Get
Yeah.
this freak ball out of my face, bro. Out here sucking up niggas and shit. What the fuck? Nah, bro, this is one of the freakiest villains of all time. Lock this the fuck up. We're moving on.
Agreed.
Exhibit B. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. I now present to you Exhibit B. Semi-perfect Cell. Now, this is a very interesting version of Cell because he's not so much of a freak ball anymore, and he's also not the nonchalant.
Yeah, so I'm kind of on the fence on where to put him.
Just straight up brother, this nigga was trash.
Yeah.
Like, oh my fuck. He was just a whiny bitch. Oh, and don't get me started on how this motherfucker was talking like this with my big lips ass. Shut the bitch ass up.
So it's like, because he doesn't have the freakiness of his first form, nor the badassery of his third form, it's like, where do you put him? Because I definitely wouldn't put this version at the table, and I said earlier that he might go to the asylum, but at the same time, I don't know. Do we just like toss him somewhere else? Is there a third option? I don't know.
Ain't gonna lie to y'all, this
What
gonna
do
be
you
the
do
fastest
with- what do you
exhibit
do with
I
this
ever
one?
do. Cause I only need 3 examples to show y'all how bitch made this big lip bug was. So, example 1. This man really got held down
He
by
did.
Tien.
Tien locked it down, bro.
This 3-eyed bald bastard has not been relevant
Damn.
since original Dragon Ball. And don't try to hit me with the Saiyan saga. That nigga died to another bald fraud and never recovered from it. This
Technically, he didn't even die to Nappa. He died from using too much of his own energy. So, like, he took himself out for real, for real. Like, ugh.
been a jobber ever since.
Yeah,
and you
no?
let him do this to you? Oh, brother. And then before Tien even shot the shit, this nigga Cell was like, Tien, what the fuck are you gonna do, huh? Just to get absolutely embarrassed by this man. Look at his trash ass. Back hunched over and everything like, motherfucker got stuck in a frame trap.
He
And look at this
did.
shit. Bro tries to get out. No.
Nope.
Get your trash ass back in the ground. And he really let him do this for like 5 minutes.
He
This is
sure
just flat out
did.
embarrassing. Getting held down by Tien in the big Cell saga. Trash. And then when this was all over, while Tien was knocked out because he depleted all his energy, this man really looked down on bro. It was on some bullshit like, how disgusting. I really just let this
If you really
three-eyed
wanted to
bald
go,
fraud
why not
put me
just
the
keep
fucking
digging through
hole?
the ground and then reappear
Yes, the
somewhere
fuck
else?
You did. Example 2. This
Dig
man
through
was
the
searching
ground and
desperately for
resurface
18.
somewhere
he was
away
thirsting
from
over
him,
it. So
you
since
know?
he couldn't find her,
So, like,
he decided to broadcast to all
Pretty
these
stupid,
islands.
bro.
If you do not show your fun like grass in the next 30 seconds, I will blow up every fucking island until I find you and suck you up in one fellow go. Holy fuck, what type of freaky shit is this guy on? So Cell, being frustrated and whining like a bitch, decided to just say fuck it and just started blowing up every single island one by one. Just spamming key blasts.
How many bodies is that?
And over and over again, hitting every island in sight until there was literally one island left. So, just wow.
How many bodies is that?
Congratulations, Cell. You just committed so much mass murder, killing probably millions of people and sinking every island except for the one that he was supposed to go for. Like, yo, this nigga stinks. He just went over 20. How the fuck did you manage to blow up every single island except for the one that you were supposed to hit? And finally, example 3. This motherfucker let Vegeta dog walk his ass. Vegeta, Mr. Number 2, technically Mr. Number 3 in this arc, put belt to ass on Cell.
Yeah.
This was one of those ass whoopings where you just looking at
Because
it like,
technically, Trunks was stronger
really
than him,
whooping
right?
this nigga shit. And you know what's crazy? The only way this man made it out of this is because of Vegeta being a prideful dumbass, Krillin getting hit with clanker buddy mind control, and Trunks sadly being the only nigga on this team with common sense. Was
yeah.
getting attacked by his dumbass dad. So no, bro, if I keep on talking about this, I'm gonna get even more heated than I already am. So Cell 518 gives her that go 9000 and swallows her. And with that, the whiny, fat-lipped bitch was no more. And the nonchalant demon was about to make his entrance. The Cell Trial.
So honestly, with him doing it like this, it kind of reminds me of how he did the Boo trial, where it's like, I mean, he didn't like give each of them a verdict during the Boo trial, but like it just like the way that with Boo, with each passing form, he gets more and more unhinged. That is what Cell is reminding me of, or in a way, I guess it's kind of less unhinged or more like controlled chaos. He gets like more and more controlled because it's like first form Cell, Imperfect Cell, y'all saw what he was doing. If you made it this far into the video, y'all saw it. He was going everywhere, just snatching everybody up. Every single person he saw, he was snatching all of them up. So, yeah, you know how that went. But then he goes from that to being a little more in control and targets only one person, Android 18. Granted, there was a lot of collateral damage along the way, but he was still only after one person. And then you get to Perfect Cell, he technically didn't even target anybody. He let them come after him. So it became really more controlled chaos. So kind of like the exact opposite of Boo. I like how they wrote that. That's kind of cool.
Exhibit C.
So he's just like stuck in the ether then?
We have
Alright.
reached the final exhibit. Exhibit C. Perfect Cell. Ah, my nonchalant, narcissistic insect demon! This is by far Cell's best form. From his design to his mannerisms.
Yeah.
There was no more freak shit, and especially no more bitch shit. It
Yeah, I
was
was about to
all
say, he
gas,
was no breaks with it.
Oh, and you can't forget.
Yes,
this
sir.
theme song slaps. Like, bruh, that nigga Bruce Falconer burnt the studio down making this
Nah,
shit. So when
Perfect
Cell
Cell
first
was no
achieved his
longer
perfect
bitch made.
form, he
We love to
started
see it.
forming aura off the rip and glazing himself. He was saying in his head, oh, the perfection. I look magnificent, and I don't have those fat ass lips anymore, praise God. So the first person this man just destroyed was Krillin. Now Krillin was obviously pissed because bro just swallowed his future wife. So Krillin got mad and started hitting Cell. But this is one of the most disrespectful moments
wasn't
I've
even
ever
paying
seen.
attention
Bro
to him.
just stood there and ignored him because he was still glazing himself.
Yeah.
So after Krillin tickled him a bit, he threw a Destructo disc at his neck.
And it
just
broke.
bounced off his neck and evaporated. All bro did was just get a crook out his neck. And just look at Krillin's face. He knew he was cooked. So Cell turned around, hit him with a little skippity skip, got in front of his face, smiled in front of him, then kicked the shit out of this midget. And oh my
Broke his
God, bro,
neck.
look at him. He broke his neck.
Broke his neck.
He's straight up paralyzed, bro. He couldn't even move. Blood was unresponsive. And look at him taunting, bro. This nigga just started emoting. He just looked at 16 like, the fuck are you looking at, clanker? So after Krillin got rolled out on a stretcher, Mr. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it, as Hairline Vegeta wanted his ones because he's the reason that he's perfect in the first place. But this ended up being one of Vegeta's most embarrassing moments.
Yeah.
So when they fought, Vegeta could not hit this man once. Cell was playing hopscotch with this, just
And
skipping around.
technically, you've
doing
done a
this.
video
So
to
it
cover
got
this
to a
already.
point in this
You should
fight
go
to
watch it
where
if you haven't
Vegeta
seen
got
it.
so frustrated. Cell straight up told this man, all right, buddy, I'll give you one lick. Hit me right in the kisser. So he teleports right behind him, hitting that Swerve Strickland, yeah, I just did that shit ass pose, and just leaves himself open. So Vegeta kicked this man in the head, and if this was anybody else, their head would be sent flying. But Cell just straight up ate it and looked at him like,
Are you serious, my brother?
so he kicks this man across the entire island, going through every mountain in sight. And just look at this man, bro. This is when bro had to be thinking, why did I just not kill this nigga? Now this is where Vegeta lost all his confidence. When he charged up this final flash for a good 5 minutes, while Cell just stood there and did nothing, he shot this final flash and planetary level attack directly at this man, thinking that this would be the move to checkmate Cell. So when the smoke
To be
cleared,
fair,
Cell
it
lost
did-
half
it
his
did
torso from
significant
that attack.
damage.
And Vegeta, thinking that he's won, just starts laughing his ass off while Cell is bitching and moaning at him. But this was one of the most diabolical Uno reverse cards of all time. This nigga Cell smirked at him like, my God, you're a dumbass. Did you forget that I have Piccolo cells, you buffoon?
Wonderful.
And this is where Vegeta just lost all his confidence. Bro just basically ate his finisher and no-selled it. His heart had to drop to his stomach right here. So it was over for Vegeta. That nigga started using his desperate ki blast spam. Cell walked through it, sent him flying with the jab, then he hit him with the combo. Dude launches him in the air, teleports right above him, and look at this position. This man got the elbow charged up and everything. So he spikes this nigga and sent him plummeting into the ground. And with that, Vegeta just got dog walked. Like, dude got demolished. Spine easily broken. And dude is probably having great dreams right now while sleeping. So after Vegeta got annihilated, Trunks decided to Hulk up and use this Broly-ass Super Saiyan grade 3 form. And I'm gonna be real, this ain't even worth talking about. You wanna know why? Not. Because this man Cell just egoed him. While they were fighting, bro deadass looked at him like, oh wow, you think you're special for getting all buff and shit? Huh, nigga, please. Boom! Nigga turns buff as shit. Then he straight up told him, word of advice, kid. This form is absolute dog shit. After bro heard this, Trunks gave up. He knew he couldn't beat this man. He was like, bro, just go ahead, kill me, dog. But Trunks somehow learned the power of talk no jutsu because he started hyping up Goku and Gohan and he was like, fuck it. Let's have a tournament. And if I win, I'm blowing this planet sky high. So Cell just straight up left and said, see.
And the fact that he goes, nah, that's wild. That's wild. He's just a troll. That's one of the reasons I love Cell. Like, he's just a troll.
It's sky high. So Cell just straight up left and said, see you in 10 days. I'm going to make my ring. So later on, while this man was preparing for the Cell games, this man decided he wanted to announce it live to the world. So he flew through an entire city, beelining it to the news station, and just busted through the glass. So he walks up to these screaming girls and straight up said, salutations, fine shits. Where can I find the top floor studio?
Oh my God, what is that?
So this man started flying up through the entire building. He got a shorty on his head and everything, not giving a damn. So when he made it to the top floor, he just breaks through the news anchor's desk, chokes this nigga, and tells him, am I live or not? Tell me right now, nigga. So he drops him down to the ground, and he starts calling for security. But Cell was not here to waste time. He straight up flicks this man to death, blowing him to bits on live TV. So this man announces the Cell games to the world. And after he announces the games, he blows a hole through the wall and levels like half of the city just to do it. This man just casually caught like 50,000 bodies just so he could blow a hole to make his exit. Like, nah, bro.
Not to mention all the bodies that he collected on his way just to get to that news station, you know? Like, bruh.
This nigga's diabolical. So right before the Cell games, there was one more incident that happened.
And that's at least 75K people.
The army trying to pull up on this man. They came to his arena, surrounded the entire place, and they was ready to Swiss cheese this insect. But this man Cell did one of the most pettiest things ever. He left the ring, went up on top of a mountain because he simply did not want to get his ring dirty. So the army starts unloading every bullet, every explosion they have in their armory. They try to eviscerate Cell and flatten the entire area. So when they finally stopped shooting, they thought they got him. Everybody was cheering and everything. But all they did was waste a bunch of taxpayers' money. This nigga ate everything, not even a scratch. So the army just started running. They skedaddled and scrambled like ants. But sadly for them, Cell was not letting them leave alive. This dude charged up a ki blast and just drew a circle with it, destroying anyone and everything in the radius, wiping out the entire army in one blow. Yeah, this is an absolute travesty. And you gotta blame this on King Furry. This nigga really just sent the entire military out to die. Oh, Lord have mercy, man. So after this tragedy, the Cell games finally begin. And Cell's first opponent is none other than
Mr. Satan.
He slaps him to the side. And I totally forgot about these buffoons. Why are they even here? You just saw the entire army get annihilated and you think you gonna do something? Nigga, get off my screen. So the first real...
Well, bro, didn't you know it's all smoke, mirrors, and light shows? And planted explosives. Didn't you know? I thought you knew that already, CJ.
Opponent was Goku, and this fight was an instant classic. These boys put on a show. Like, this is one of the best fights in the series, hands down.
It is.
Constant false ring-outs, from going back and forth with each other in perfect sync. And this spinning kick, bruh. Oh my God, this was so saucy. The scrap was so damn good. This nigga
His choreography was so good.
Blew that bitch up. This man said, fuck the rules that I made. I'm having too much fun with this, and continue to throw hands without the ring. Now, this fight was great and all, but the main thing we will be focusing on is how he beat the living shit out of Gohan and just straight up tortured this kid. First off, just look at this. Man headbutts him in the skull, grabs him, and starts punching him over and over and over again.
And he's supposed to be like, what, 11 here, I think it is? Yeah, let that sink in. He's doing this to a preteen. Yeah.
He was beating the hell out of this kid. Why this nigga Goku was just cross-armed and smiling. Oh, he was a sick nigga for this, bro. Like, Cell did not care that Gohan was a little nigga. That man said these hands are rated E for everyone. So then this is where Cell started torturing this little nigga. He started beating the life out of him because he wanted him to get angry. He said, show me your potential you yapping about, while stomping his head into the ground. This got so bad. 16 jumped on his back and tried to self-destruct. But Cell said, oh, fuck off, you dirty clanker, and blows his entire body to bits. This man Cell was really committing clanker-on-clanker violence. And then look at this disrespect. This man boots his head across the desert. And after this is when he tried to completely break him. This man brought out the Cell Juniors and told them, kill everybody watching. I'm trying to piss this little nigga off. So the Cell Juniors started attacking the Z Fighters. And
he's a troll and a rage baiter.
They were fighting for their lives, while Gohan had to watch and couldn't do a thing. And the final thing that made Gohan tick is when he was hearing 16's last words, yapping about some stupid ass animals. So Cell decided to shut that down and squashed his head right in front of Gohan. So this,
the fact that he just downplays 16's death like that is crazy.
And this is when this fight just completely changed. Gohan was putting to ass on Cell.
He
like,
was.
Dude, look at this frame. Nigga, his fist is through his stomach. Then he uppercutted the life out of him. Like, Cell was getting demolished at this point. Like, Gohan was whooping his ass.
Yeah.
It got so bad. This nigga Cell just said, I'ma just blow the planet up. So he shot a full-powered Kamehameha trying to blow the planet up. But this nigga Gohan was so cold. This nigga stood there and waited for it to come down just to throw one right back at him. And Gohan's was so strong, it overtook Cell's and combined into one. And look at this man's face. Every time I see this clip, this soundbite just plays through my head. I'm at the So after that happened, Cell got left on 1 HP. This man lost 2 limbs and his antlers were gone. And it should have been over for Cell right here.
It should have been.
Gohan got too overconfident. Goku told him to finish him. But in my exact words, this nigga Gohan said, nah, I'm gonna make him suffer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there had to be a demon that possessed Gohan when he became Super Saiyan 2 or something. Because this little nigga was on timing.
Like, do you see the smirk on his face? Gohan is gone, okay? Gohan does not smirk like this, all right? This is his rage demon. This is his pure rage demon that lives inside of him. His rage demon came out, and he just went to work, and he's like, no. I don't want this fight to end yet. I'm having too much fun. Like, yeah, this ain't even Gohan. This is his rage demon.
So he got possessed and became massive. But all this did was just make him sluggish. Gohan continued to whip his shit in. And then he hit this man so hard, he puked out 18 and reverted back to the bitch nigga form.
You hate to see it.
Decided to use his trump card. He said, if I'm going down, then everybody come in with me. This nigga tries to blow himself up and take the whole planet with him. And Gohan couldn't do nothing. The man was gonna self-destruct and blow up the planet regardless.
Yep.
So to stop this man for good, the GOAT had to make the noble sacrifice. So he instant transmission this blob to none other than King Kai's planet.
Is this nigga serious?
So Cell goes kaboom, and he took Goku, King Kai, Bubbles, Gregory, and 17 with him. And with that, Cell's reign of terror finally ended.
Lies.
Psych! Death, baby. This was one of the nastiest swerves of all time. This nigga survived, and boom, Trunks the moment he got back. And the scary part about this is that Cell came back 10 times stronger. You see, his body was destroyed, but his nucleus stayed intact. It was pure luck. So he regenerated his
thanks to those Namekian and Saiyan
gave the
cells.
nigga a Zenkai boost. So he came back as super perfect Cell. So out of anger, Vegeta straight up tried to attack Cell because bro just boomed his son. The crash out is completely justified right
Completely.
now. But sadly for Vegeta, Cell
did
gave
nothing.
the backhand of doom, putting Vegeta in the dirt. And Cell was about to boom him, but Gohan ends up taking the hit to save this man. But that hit that Gohan took out his whole arm. This little nigga was cooked, and so was the entire planet, because Cell was about to blow this bitch up. He starts charging up his final Kamehameha, and he was ready to end the series right here, right now. He already killed the protagonist. Now it's time to kill his son. So Gohan, in a last-ditch effort, decides to have a beam struggle with him. He shoots out the father-son Kamehameha, and they start having a beam struggle of the century. Planet on the line and everything, because if Cell wins right here, it is over.
It's over.
Credits are rolling.
Yeah.
So it was clear as day Cell had the advantage here, because Gohan was on one arm. Even the rest of the Z fighters tried to
Wasn't
attack,
enough.
but it was no use. The nigga was too strong, and he knew he had it in the bag, because he was straight up telling Gohan, "Say hi to daddy, you punk pussy bitch." But when it looked like it was about to be over, the man that got his ass whooped the most by this man
Came in clutch.
at the
He
last
came in
second.
clutch.
Vegeta shoots a big bang attack, distracting him. And these couple of seconds were the deciding
Life or
factor.
death,
Gohan
yeah.
shot everything he had at bro, emptying the whole tank on his ass, and started walking him down. And Cell's reign of terror finally came to an end.
Yeah.
The verdict. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know what I'm about to say. The winner of this trial is none other than Perfect Cell. That is
Of
a
course.
fact. This nigga was a fucking demon.
Put him
So
on the
Perfect
round
Cell,
table,
he
of
got it.
course.
And Mr. Freak Bob over here,
Asylum.
stay behind bars for eternity.
Agreed.
Real shit, put that nigga on the bottom level of hell. So that is the Cell trial. So hope y'all enjoyed. And before y'all leave, there's something else I got for you. So if you follow me on Twitter, you
I
probably
do.
already know what this is about. The final Jinbu trial that I was gonna upload like 2 weeks ago, that shit got copyright claimed to hell and back. They tried to give me a strike before I even made the video public. It was the wildest thing I've ever seen doing this entire YouTube thing. But have no fear, I'm giving this to you regardless. I'm making a Patreon and I'm making this video free, because y'all got blatantly hung out of your second video last month. So my apologies that this happened. Hopefully it never happens again. But worst case scenario, this will be the move in the future. So a happy double upload day, I guess. And knock on wood, I'll see y'all later this month.
We getting our Pain trial? Let's go. Let's go. My boy Pain, Nagato, let's go. Yeah, I knew Perfect Cell was making it onto that round table. Cell was a demon, bro. He was a menace to society. In all three of his forms, he was a menace to society. If no other form made it, Perfect Cell was definitely the one to ascend to the round table. But yeah, this was awesome. I really like how he did the trial this time, like giving each form a verdict. I hope he does that for other characters like Cell and like Boo, who have multiple forms, and like we actually get to spend time with those characters in each of those forms. That would be cool. Because now I kind of want to know like how he would, like where he would put each of Boo's forms. I'm really curious about that now. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. If you guys enjoyed my reaction to this, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And I will catch you in the next video. See ya.